we are talking about New Year's resolutions, and there is so much stuff out there about resolutions.
Like, too much. If I hear the phrase New Year, New You again, just let it go, guys. I've never had it work. What about you, Eleni?
I don't do them. They add a lot of pressure. Like, it's like, I have to do them, set them on New Year's, and I have to complete them afterwards.
But yeah, every year it's like,
Start a gratitude practice.
Work less.
tip 1, write it down.
Cry less.
Tip 2, do it. And that's not advice. What am I supposed to do with that? Forget everything you know about New Year's resolutions and how to take them on.
We sifted through all the noise so you don't have to.
Here's everything you need to know to make this annual rigmarole much easier.
So this is actually something I tried in both 2019 and 2020. These are the journals I use to keep track of it, actual journals that I use to do this with. So instead of setting a goal for the whole year, I set monthly resolutions for myself. So here's why this works. When we typically set resolutions at the beginning of the year, there's really no end in sight. So when you set monthly goals instead, you're creating these sort of fresh start moments for yourself at the beginning of every month instead of just the beginning of the year. And that keeps you motivated for a longer period of time.
If you just want to adopt better habits or make a change, whatever, there's one thing that you can do to substantially increase the chance of it sticking. You actually want to have fun. So that means you actually enjoy the thing in the moment, not just waiting for that magical day months later that you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I feel better about myself. Let's say I want to resolve to eat more vegetables. So the worst thing I could do is be like, I'm gonna eat more vegetables because of health benefits. Because, that's pretty boring, and I'm not gonna choke down this salad just because I know it's good for me. I mean, most salads out there are boring. Instead of boring salads, I'll be like, oh, I really love the act of researching what ingredients are in season. Even if something is important or meaningful, I want this goal to be freaking fun.
So as somebody who's set some pretty lofty goals for themselves over the years, I absolutely love this tip. Basically, it's all about taking those big, intimidating, lofty goals and slashing them into micro habits. When a resolution is too big or too vague, it makes it easier for you to make up excuses why you're not gonna do it. So for example, say your resolution is to read more. That's a very scary, intimidating, and vague goal. So to break it down into a micro habit, maybe you would say, okay, I'll read for 45 minutes a day. That's still too big. All right, I'll read a chapter every night. That's still too big. Your goal should be something like, I'm going to read a paragraph before bed every single night. Now that is a micro habit. I know that sounds really small, but it's called a micro habit for a reason. It's supposed to be something that's so small that it almost feels ridiculous to do. But that's the point. It's supposed to feel achievable. It's supposed to feel like something that you aren't intimidated to do on a daily basis.
So I actually don't like New Year's resolutions because I feel like they add more pressure to my already pressure-filled life. But I thought about it, and I realized that the reason why I don't like New Year's resolutions is because I do too many of them at the same time. Evaluate your goal list. Ask yourself a few questions. Does this goal align with my values? Should I put this goal off for another time? Or should I just get rid of it altogether? If you're in your office or a group of friends and you're hearing all of them talk about their New Year's resolutions, don't panic. You don't have to have a New Year's resolution. It's actually okay.
No one really talks about maybe the risks or the side effects of having goals. Harvard Business School published this research paper that has the title, I'm dying here. It's called Goals Gone Wild. What's really interesting here is that setting goals, especially around work, can wreak havoc if not applied appropriately. So unreasonable goals or ones that are too narrow or too ambitious, like that can cause damage because there's psychological cost, you get into tunnel vision, and in the effort to hit those capital G goals, a lot of things may cost you in the long run.
So these are the tactics that we found useful. We hope that you found them useful as well. Let us know in the comments how you feel about New Year's resolutions, how you feel about this advice, and any resolutions that you have in the works for 2022. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year!